In Case You Missed It with Khristina Williams is an iHeart Women's Sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment. Welcome to another episode of In Case You Missed It with Khristina Williams here on iHeart Women's Sports Network. And in case you missed it, gang, the women's college basketball season is slowly creeping up on us. And so I'm super excited about this week's guests. They are sisters, teammates, and both forces to be reckoned with on the court. UCLA's Lauren and Sienna Betts are here today to talk about family, basketball, and the journey of joining forces on one of the top teams in the country. Welcome to In Case You Missed It, Lauren and Sienna.
Yay!
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. I know, Lauren, before you got started, you told me that you guys just came from a really intense practice. So hopefully this will be a little fun for you. So we like to start each show with our guests sharing a win of the week. So what was a win of the week for you both?
Ooh, I think my win of the week was my birthday a couple days ago. So I got to go to a really nice dinner with my teammates at this Italian restaurant in West Hollywood. So that's probably my win. It was just a really nice day and I felt very special. So
mine was probably going to a Playboi Carti concert on Tuesday. That was fun. I mean, we had practice the next day, which kind of made it not as fun, but I had a good time. It was just nice being able to go do something.
Well, for one, happy birthday,
Thank
Lauren.
you.
Happy belated birthday. And Sienna, what's your favorite Playboi Carti song?
I don't really listen to Playboi Carti. I just went for the vibes. And for Ken Carson.
Gotcha. No, we love good vibes. We love good vibes.
I just love good vibes.
So I want to pivot the conversation and dive right back in. Take us back to the early basketball days. What's a core memory from that time that only the two of you would be able to understand in terms of how you fell in love with the game?
honestly, I think like a really good memory I have from growing up playing was like, I think around COVID when like every morning my dad would like work out the three of us in front of his house.
It was horrible.
It was like, well, it was fun. It was really fun. We would just like, we'd end up playing and then there were probably like some tears and like some blood. And it was just like, it was funny for me at least. Like I thought it was hilarious. I didn't take it that seriously, but it was,
I guess you did. Why are you lying? You took it so
one of
seriously.
my favorite memories. Yeah.
Honestly, probably mine is the same. I don't think there was like any specific event, but just like doing those workouts throughout COVID, that was funny. It's just like things I'll remember forever. And see my then little brother Dylan, just get beat up on. It's just so funny to me because he's so humongous now and it would just never happen.
Who would win all of those games? Who has the best record from that time?
Me.
Probably our
In
dad.
the family.
Oh, yeah, our dad.
Yeah, probably our dad. But right now, Dylan would probably win.
No, Dylan would not win right now.
Yes, he would. Have you seen him? I tried to go against him. I had like no chance.
Okay, we'll see.
So both of your parents were also elite athletes. You already talked about the competition within the family, but what was it like growing up with a high level sports family? And how was that a part of your daily life?
Yeah, I think it helped us a lot growing up because our parents, like, people assume that they're like, must be like crazy psycho, like basketball parents because of how like, how like, me, Sienna and Dylan are. But I think, had them playing in college at such a high level really helped us because they just got it. And, they helped us growing up, just, telling us how to train, like what to eat, what the right things are to do. And I think that just helped us a lot growing up because they were never too much and they were, really supportive and positive for a lot of our childhood. So I think, I think having two parents like that helped me a lot, at least like in my process. But
yeah, honestly, I don't know what else I could say. That's like what I was going to say. I just feel like we're really, really lucky to have like two understanding parents who at the end of the day just want to do anything to make us feel the best we can about ourselves and about our future and about basketball in general. So I just feel like they always want the best for us. And that's just really, really special. And then they know what it takes and they know how it feels to be an athlete. So
outside of your parents, who would you say are some people who inspire you, especially when it comes to being women basketball athletes?
Honestly, I think one of the first people that I looked up to a lot basketball wise was probably our new coach, Michaela, because she's from Colorado. She went to my high school, and yeah, I watched her win state, and that was really cool and like inspiring to see, because that's something that Sienna and I wanted to do for a really long time that we had the opportunity to do. So I would say Michaela is like the first person like from home that I really looked up to, because I'd never seen anybody else from where I was from do anything like that. So
I wouldn't say I ever like looked up to anyone, but a really big person for my basketball life, like my career, was my trainer Derek. He was just really, really instrumental in just me growing in basketball. Like, I would not be here at all without him. Not just the basketball portion, but just like the life portion and just the confidence, which is like 99% of it, honestly. So he's probably like one of the biggest people for me. But it wasn't like I ever looked up to anyone.
You've officially become college teammates. How has your relationship changed now that you're practicing and preparing for, this season together every day?
yeah, I think it's nice because, a lot of people assume that we spend like 24/7 with each other, and like we don't live together, which is nice. So like
God.
we have like our own separate space. So we come to practice, and it's just, I think it's really comforting to know that there's someone on the court who just like knows you for you and has known you for your entire life. So like Sienna and I know what we're thinking most of the time, and like we know how to speak to each other when we're like both frustrated, or or we support each other out there as well. So I don't know. I think it's been really sweet, and like we like to enjoy LA together as well. So, but like, yeah, at the same time, we like to give each other space, which has been really happy.
It has. I think it's gone much better than I could have ever expected, honestly. I think this is like the closest me and Lauren have been like our whole life, honestly. Like, that's anyone who's known us, like this is probably the best we've ever been with each other. Which is just, I'm really, really thankful, honestly. Yeah.
Santa, people might assume you committed to UCLA to follow Lauren's footsteps, but you've already said publicly that wasn't the case. How do you handle that perception, and what do you want people to know about you in your own journey?
I feel like anyone who knows like high school and college basketball now, they should know who I am, honestly. Not for my sister, but for me and my own talents. And I don't say that in like that way, but like so yeah, I try to spread the story as much as I can that I came to UCLA for UCLA, and I wanted to go here longer than Lauren was committed here. Lauren came here, and it was a tough process, like for me to feel comfortable with the idea of me coming here, and everyone saying, "Oh, she followed her sister," like Lauren, Sienna Betts, UCLA star's younger sister, which I still get. But it took a long time for me to be able to get used to that idea. But I feel honestly, I just got more confident in myself, and I got away from the idea of being Lauren's sister, and I got more confident in who I am and what I've accomplished. So I felt much more comfortable with the whole idea. And honestly, just have it like freshman year is hard wherever you go. So it's really, really nice to have a sister here who's been through it and who just loves you, just wants to be there for you.
I love that confidence. Lauren, after last year's Final Four loss to UConn, who were the eventual champions, what influenced your decision to go back to UCLA, and how are you using that experience to fuel and drive you this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the plan was to always stay at UCLA. I really wanted to take advantage of getting my degree and, being able to experience college for what it is. And I love UCLA so much, so I wasn't going to ever give up that opportunity to come back in LA and enjoy life out here and play with my sister. But I don't know, I think like that game, it was really tough. And I think it's fueled us so much, especially in this preseason. I mean, I've just seen so much growth out of everyone that came back. And I think we all, we have a really mature group. And so I think all the veterans who have come back who have just like held that standard from the very beginning, and we haven't let up. And I think even with the new additions that we have, all the freshmen and the transfers, they've done such a good job of just like showing up every day, ready to learn, ready to get better and just help us get to where we want. So, and I think the coaches also have done a really good job of that as well. Just like not letting up ever.
Holding the
So
standard.
I know, holding the standard every single day.
That's their favorite thing to say. We gotta hold the standards just because we love you guys, We hold the standard because we love you.
so so it's been really good, and I think it's just building up our confidence every single day. That's the most important thing.
And Sienna, So I was at the Final Four last year, and I saw you kind of like watching your sister play in that game. I forgot what suite I was in.
I
I think it
wasn't,
was an
yeah.
ESPN suite or something, but I was in a suite. I was in a suite. I remember with a bunch of people, and I remember seeing you watch the game. And I'm curious, was there a moment during that time that made you even more motivated to contribute to the team this season?
Well, watching it, honestly, I knew I was gonna be joining a very intense and motivated program, which honestly is the best case scenario. You want a team who's not like just comfortable with that. Like everyone here is very uncomfortable with what happened, which they should be, but it's also just it's really nice because I'm growing the most I could possibly right now. Like I feel like I've grown so much and not just like basketball wise, but my mentality, like and I mean, I have so much respect for everyone who was there last year, but also this year as well, like the returners. So I'm just so grateful to be able to join that and just help in any way I possibly can. But I'm just excited to just help in any way I can. So maybe that won't happen again.
No, I'm wondering, like, what was after post loss? Did you say anything encouraging to Lauren after that?
Oh,
Like,
you
I'm
want to
coming
tell her what
next year.
happened?
Like, we got this next year. Like, what was those conversations like
I don't
after?
actually remember what I said.
No, you just said you were like you did your best. It's okay. No, I immediately like went and saw Sienna first because my family was like in the back of the hotel, and so I like had to go past all the fans, and then I found Sienna, and I pretty much I was like I was keeping it together until I saw my family, and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's rough.
that was hard. I felt really bad. I was trying to. The best thing I could tell you was like I feel like I know you did everything you can because I know you and I watched the game and I know you did everything you can and at least you gave your 100.
Sienna, you talked about how whatever college you go to, it's always hard to kind of adjust to the lifestyle of being a college student. I want to know from both of you, how do you try to maintain a sense of normalcy in a city like LA that's always buzzing all the time? And women's basketball is growing, so you guys are like recognizable around the city. How do you maintain that sense of normalcy?
I mean, I'm a freshman, so my schedule is really, really busy. A lot of study hall, a lot of meetings with Andrew, our academic advisor. But I feel like I'm on campus a lot. I feel like I also don't have a car, so I can't really go anywhere. Uh, but I don't know. I've really enjoyed it. I have like no complaints about where I live. I'm so grateful. It's so beautiful on campus as well, and I love Westwood and just walking around and just being able to just be a college student as well has just been so much fun. And I'm just really, really grateful that I chose to come here. And you know,
I think that's one thing like you always talked about. You were like, I want to go to every freshman thing I can possibly go to.
Yeah.
Because you just want to meet new people.
I want to meet
So
people.
do.
Like I'm ready to. I was really excited to go somewhere that's not in Colorado. Just have a bunch of new faces. You know, it's practice is not always gonna go how you want. It's not always gonna be a good day, but it's nice to walk outside and feel like the sun immediately on your face and have a good view to open the doors too. So, yeah, even not like the cold.
And Lauren, you've been in the city for quite some time. How do you maintain a sense of normalcy in a city that's always buzzing?
Yeah, I think kind of like what Sienna said, like our schedules are really busy. So I think just trying to, I have class pretty much all day. So I think just like being around other students kind of grounds me in like a sense of like, I don't know, I just feel like a normal student for most of the day. And then obviously when I'm in Mo in the morning, like that's where I'm like, okay, like this is kind of like my job. I have to lock in. But I think, I don't know, I just think being around like campus and like, having so much fun in LA and just experiencing it for what it is, it's just been really amazing. It's been like one of my favorite things about being here is because I think one of the main decisions as to like why I wanted to come is just because there is so much to do. So it's not like I'm here just to play basketball. Like I have so many other things I can do, and I just got my car so I can go drive myself everywhere, which has been really nice. But yeah, I love UCLA a lot. So
I know a huge part of what Coach Corey tries to implement with the UCLA women's basketball program is the community aspect. I was able to spend some time with the team last year and learning more about what you all do within the community. But from your own perspective, how important is it to continue to use your platform to build community?
yeah, no, it's very important. And Coach Corey's been really big in that. And we always talk about how she's a servant leader because I think she's kind of just like held that standard for us for a really long time. But it's just become like a normal part of our day to day. So it's like, a lot of teams, they always comment, they're like, oh, why do you guys do so much community service? But I think it's just like, it kind of gets you out of like, your head, and like this becomes like your entire life when you're playing basketball and you're showing up day to day and it's a grind. But then, you go serve at children's hospital and you realize that there's families who are suffering, their child has like a severe illness, and it kind of like puts everything into perspective, and it kind of makes you appreciate life for what it is and like how much we're able to do, and like everything that, we get to do every single day is just a really cool opportunity. So I don't know. I just think that like being in this program and having someone like Corey kind of just like show us the way and, kind of spread that message has been really eye-opening for all of us. So.
Okay, so I want to talk about this upcoming season. Obviously, last season you all made the first Final Four in program history, and then this year you open up the AP polls and the number 3 position. And I know a lot of athletes say rankings don't matter when the season starts, but when you look at everything in perspective with all of the new pieces on the team, what can we expect from UCLA this season, and what's been like the team chemistry bonding in the preseason with all of the new pieces added?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what I said earlier, I mean, there's just such a maturity about our group, and I feel like everyone is just so like selfless and humble, and you show up and everyone just like knows what to do. They know their job. They want to get better. It's just like small little details that I feel like, were really took us so long last year to kind of put together. I feel like I can already see it happening so quick with this team, and it's just been really special. I think it just makes all of our jobs a lot easier. But I mean, we're just so talented from top to bottom. We have a really stacked roster. It's just kind of scary. I mean, honestly, like showing up to practice every single day, I'm just like amazed by the amount of skill we have on this team. And I just think it's, really special. And I don't really care what the rankings are, to be honest. Like, I think that in the back of my head, like, I feel like we're always going to be the best team in the country. So I think just having that confidence throughout the season is going to take us a really long way. So I'm really excited about this group.
Sienna, what's been the biggest adjustment for you so far on campus, transitioning from high school to college?
Just the intensity of it all. Like, I've never worked out at this like hard of level, this consistent throughout a week or like a month in my entire life. So it's very different to my body, like it's an adjustment. And it's going to still take some time for me to just get used to the speed of everything and just how packed our schedules are. But I mean, I have a really great support system around here, not just the coaches, but obviously my teammates, my other freshmen, we're all together. So many people on the staff, there's so many people here to help me, just care for me. But yeah, I think just the speed of it all is the biggest adjustment. It's just a lot going on, not many breaks in the game or anything.
Lauren, have you given her any advice from your time on campus and any advice on how to transition smoothly as a freshman?
Yeah, I mean, I was very honest with her. I'm like, freshman year is hard. Like, it is very, very difficult. It's just a really big adjustment. Everything, like Sienna said, is a lot quicker. And, you're told so many things that you have to do better every single day. But I think like the biggest piece of advice is just like, number one, like, you don't suck. Like, you're here for a reason. And I try to tell all the freshmen, I'm like, they recruited you for a reason. You're an amazing basketball player, amazing person. But I think like, don't take all of this new information as like a downgrade to like you as a player. It's just, you're just learning a lot, and that's okay. But, just give yourself a lot of grace in the process. That's, I think, the biggest kind of advice I give you guys.
How is that upperclassman that helped you as a freshman, and any specific stories of how you adjusted as a freshman?
Oh, yeah. My biggest the biggest person that helped me was probably Haley Jones. My freshman year was tough. So I think there were so many good memories that I had with her, but I'm sure like any of our locker room chats that we had or like phone calls, I mean, she's, heard me go on spiels for a really long time. So yeah, Haley, I don't know. She's just always kind of like the same thing that I've been telling Sienna. I feel like I, take a lot of my leadership towards the freshmen, kind of like what Haley did for me, kind of try to learn from her, but just trying to, she told me always to just give myself grace and like, this isn't like a setback. It's only like an opportunity to continue to get better. So, Haley's been a really big piece of my basketball journey for sure.
Sienna, congrats on your New Balance NIL deal. Can you tell us more about this partnership and what it means for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a dream for anyone to have an NIL deal with like a brand like that. So I'm so honored to be considered for something like that. And I think it speaks a lot to the people around me and who raised me, my parents, my coaches, my trainer. It just means a lot. I mean, New Balance has a lot of really good morals and they're good people there and they really, really care they really like me for who I am. And I just think that makes it just all so much more special. And it just makes me really, really excited to see what's coming. And I'm just so grateful again.
Yeah, and it's great when brands like that can invest in top athletes like you, right? And Lauren, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about the brand on your sweatshirt and Unrivaled because you're part of that kind of cohort of college students as well who's involved with the Unrivaled League. So can you talk about that partnership and what it just means for women athletes and women's basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's super special. It's an opportunity for players to kind of take advantage of, the platform that they have and make more money, which I think is, really special. And, as the W's changing, I think just to have opportunities like this, a league where, like I said, just players can have more of an opportunity to do what they love and, have a, greater outcome. I think it's just, super cool. And I'm, just really honored that they asked Sienna and I to be a part of that. I think that was really fun for us. And we had a really good time just hanging out with the athletes and seeing the facilities. It was super cool.
You guys also broke the internet with the segments and commercials and fun viral TikToks with the other college athletes. What was that like being able to be in an environment like that with other top athletes and being able to film that piece of content?
Yeah, I think it's really funny because like most people from the outside, especially when it comes to like fans and everything, like everybody thinks that we like hate each other. But I think it's just super cool because when you're there, we're just like a bunch of, players who just want to have fun and enjoy playing basketball, and we're all friends because we've grown up playing against each other for a really long time. So it was just really cool to kind of catch up with everybody and see everybody. And there were a lot of bloopers and behind the scenes of us just laughing because we can't take ourselves seriously because none of us should be actors in our future at all. But it was but it was really fun. Yeah, we had a really good time.
Sienna, what was the best part of that day for you?
Being Unrivaled, honestly, seeing my friend Sarah, she's like one of my best friends that I've met through basketball. She might not say that, but she knows it. Like when we text a lot, and I miss her. And we played on the USA team together, and there was a summer where we went to Italy together, and then we were at camps with each other all summer. But yeah, it was just so awesome to see her again, catch up, and we got to stay together too while we were there. So I love seeing her.
All right, ladies, it's time for a little bit of rapid fire. I'm going to ask you a question and you just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready?
Yes.
One skill you admire about your sister.
Her shooting.
Her patience.
Go-to cheat day meal.
Oh, it's Sonic cookies. Oh, In-N-Out.
Who takes longer to get ready?
Sienna.
Me.
Go-to game day hype song.
It's TikTok by Future.
She's gone, dance on. You know.
Who's more likely to trash talk during a game?
Me.
I was gonna say me, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I was at Angela today.
Oh, actually, yeah. Never mind. Sienna.
Who's the first to start laughing during serious moments?
Sienna.
Me.
Who's more likely to pull an all-nighter studying or not studying?
All night studying, I would say me. All night not studying, I would say Lauren.
I love it. Just vibes. All right, that's going to do it for the rapid fire. By the end of this season, what's one thing you want fans to remember about you?
Ooh. For me, I think that I left everything on the floor and that, I don't know, that I just tried to help my teammates out in any way that I can to get us to the highest level that we could possibly get to.
For me, I have another 3 years here, so I play for my teammates and I go out there and I do anything that I possibly can. And I have fun while I'm playing and I hope it looks like I'm having fun. I guess I am. No, I am. So I hope everyone just sees me. I'm out there and I'm just enjoying my time, just doing whatever I can. And I love these girls and I just love what they were wanting. Yeah.
I'm going to put you both in the hot seat for a quick second on this last one. And I want you to finish this sentence. By the end of the season, UCLA women's basketball will
Be Natty
Yes.
Jams.
And I said the same thing.
Period.
Yeah, I love it. You both said the same thing at the same time. All right, guys, you heard it here. By the end of the season, UCLA will be the national champions. I want to thank both Lauren and Sienna again for joining us this week on In Case You Missed It with Khristina Williams here on the iHeart Women's Sports Network. Don't forget to tune in and lock into their games all season long. Thank you so much for joining us this week, ladies.
Bye.
All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this edition of In Case You Missed It with Khristina Williams. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the pod. We'll see you next time. In Case You Missed It with Khristina Williams is an iHeart Women's Sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment. You can find us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.